Hello everyone, I have decided to make a new video on my YouTube channel to speak about the Cisco Modeling Labs, which is a new possibility to be able to emulate labs on Cisco. That's something that Cisco is offering now for free. It has a free tier where you can emulate up to 5 devices and to do the labs. So I'm very excited to show you how you can get a copy of the files to be able to put them on a virtual machine like VMware or Oracle VirtualBox and to make it up and running. So I'm going to go through all of those things in this video. So let me first show you what is the URL that Cisco is asking you to fill some information about yourself to be able to get a link and download the files that you need to download, and then we will have to set it all those files up inside a virtual machine. So let me show you directly this on a lab. So here is the link that I'm going to leave it for you on the description of this video. So this link, Cisco is asking to make sign up. You put your name, your email address, your country, and also very important that you put the Cisco CCO ID. What is the CCO ID? Normally it's an ID when you do an exam, then they take the CCO ID of yourself, and that's something which you can represent yourself for Cisco. So it's like an ID in Cisco. In case you don't have a CCO ID, then they ask you here to create one. Okay, once you make all of those things and then you submit, then you will get an email from Cisco asking you to go and download the files. So what is Cisco Modeling Lab? So Cisco Modeling Lab, which also we call it CML, it's possibility that we can emulate labs. In this free tier, you can get up to 5 devices in the same lab. And this include the Cisco routers and also the firewall, which is I think ASA, and some more operating systems that you can as well emulate. So I'm not going to fill the form here because I have done it, and all you need to do then is to go to the link and download 2 files. And those files, I have already downloaded them, and I can show you that. The first file that you need to download is this one, CML2, which is .ova normally. This is for the emulation, and you need to download this file, which is called refplat, with the free tier ISO. So this one, if you just open it with because it's a compressed file, so if you just open it, then you can see you have this one, the refplat, this one FreeTier.iso. This one you need to unzip it or extract it and put it on your desktop somewhere, which I have already done it, and it's here. So what we need is this file and this file. Very good. Now I go to the VMware. I have already made it for myself, and you can see it's there, but let's do it together also to show you how this can be done. So we take this file and we put it here. So it will say, okay, what is the name of the virtual machine that you want to use? So I will call it CML2 because I have already one on my computer here. So I'm not sure if the screen is small or it's okay for you. You can see the letters, but I would just import it now, and it's gonna be importing inside the virtual machine, which is VMware. Of course, you can do the same thing if you are using the Oracle VirtualBox. Similar things you can do. So let's wait for this to be imported and we'll come back to you. So as you can see, this has been successfully imported. I've also increased the resolution of my screen, so possibly you can see it better. Alright, now when you have it over here, all you need to do is to just go to the edit virtual machine settings. So from here, first of all, be sure that you have the memory at least 8 GB, which I have it. The processor, it should be 4 processor, and also you have this one, virtualize Intel, you have that one checked. You have hard disk, and now what you need to do is just you have to put this one on the ISO image, and you need to browse to the ISO image. I think what I have to do, let me just put this file in a folder. Let me just call a folder, just to make a folder, and let's close a bit here, and we go here again, we make a new folder, and on this folder I put it here. I'm going to call it refplot. Very good. So I will go here and put it inside of it, and now if I open it, we can possibly copy that one, and let's go back to the virtual machine and to do the edit. So from here we said everything is fine, and then we need to go to the this one, the CD DVD, and then we say I want the ISO image, and then it says browse. So I'm going to paste this folder, and then I select it. And what you need also to do is to just say here connect at power on. So that means when it's powered on, it will be connected. The last thing that you need to do here is to just on the network card make it NAT. Then you get an IP address where you can connect to this emulator from this IP address. And then that's it. That's all what you need to do. Now, next step is to run the virtual machine. So I will just go here and say run. And it's a matter of just installing the software. So this is the software, CML2. So we have to, you can see it's Cisco stuff. So it may take a bit of time. We have to give it some time. I will try to speed up the video also, so you don't have to wait all this time to have the installation up and running. Okay, so we are now here. We have to click on continue. So we say continue, and then I will have here to accept the terms and condition, and also we have to continue. So you see it's a matter of just accepting stuff. So here they will ask you to define the username and password for the system user. I'm going to use something like admin and then Cisco123, for example. Of course, that is not too important because it's a virtual machine installed on our computer, but if you want to make a better security, you can do that. So say, are you sure you want to use this password? I'll say yes, continue. Also here they ask you for username and password for the first user who log in into the CML controller. So I'm going to also use admin and Cisco123. So Cisco123. Again, it asks you that the password is weak. Do you want to use it? And then I'll say yes. I have also a DHCP enabled because I enabled NAT, so I can use DHCP here. Otherwise, you can put also static IP if you want, but better to use DHCP. And that's it. So now it will be expanding the var partition, and now let's say continue, and it will start copying the image from the ISO file that we have put it to the virtual machine. So next time when it will boot, it will not go to the DVD anymore, and it will go directly to the CML, which is going to be installed on the hard disk. Alright, very good. So now we reach to this point and it has to reboot. So otherwise you can wait for the 23 seconds to be finished, or you can just click on enter, and here we go. Okay, so now we reach to here, and you can see that you have the IP that you can log into it to be able to access the CML UI, user interface. There is also one for web console, and one is for the UI. We have to go to the UI. So I'm going to move this a bit down, and then right here, the IP 192.168.52.132, and that's it. Here we go. Cisco Modeling Lab. Username, remember we have put the username to be admin, and password Cisco123, and log in. Very good. So now we are there, and if we go to the tools here, you can see what tools you have here, and this is the dashboard. And now if we click on add, so I'm not going to go through this one next. So what you can do now you go to add node, and you can see what you can add here as nodes. So this is IOL, this is layer 3 router, Cisco, this is the ASA, this is external connector if you want to connect to something externally, desktop, you have IOL layer 2, that's a switch where you can configure a switch. This is an unmanaged switch, you can put Ubuntu, so you can put many things. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put 2 routers, for example. Yeah, so we have 2 routers. I'll go inside this router and I will say I want to do, let's see, we right click on it and then I will say here, add link from here. So from Ethernet 0/0 to Ethernet 0/0, just to make a small lab. And then I will start this one and we'll start this one. Very good. Now we can go to the console of this one and open console. Then we can go to the console of the other one and open console. And let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see what we are doing. So we have a lab now. 2 routers are connected to each other on the interfaces Ethernet 0/0. So the first thing I can do, for example, is to go to enable console, configure terminal, and then I have to say hostname, this is router 1, and I'll go to the IP interface. Let's go first to the interface Ethernet 0/0, and I will give it an IP address of 192.168.0.1, 255.255.255.0, and I say no shutdown. Just a simple lab to put IP address, and then we can ping from one router to another. Now I'll go to the second router, and from here enable, configure terminal. We change the name of the router. We'll go to the interface Ethernet 0/0, and we'll put an IP address to be from the same range. So we'll use 0.2. So this should be .0, and we say no shutdown. Very good. Now let's make a ping to see if we ping from this router to the IP of the other router. If we have a ping working, here we go. So we have a ping working. So you can see it's pretty nice now. So we have this lab. You can add more things on the lab. You can, as I showed you here, you can add, for example, ASA. You can add some, for example, Ubuntu, some servers and stuff like that. So this is really nice from Cisco, what they have given us possibility to be able to make a lab up to 4 or 5 devices on this software, and then it works perfectly. So this is all what I wanted to show you in this video. So it's a really nice software that we can use to be able to emulate labs. So I will ask you to directly go for it and make it working on your computer and start doing labs on Cisco. So this is all what I wanted to show you in this lecture. I hope it was informative for you, and I'll see you in the other videos.